It isn't as exciting as you think it is, but it kinda is.
You're fulfilling your destiny.
Warning, spoilers for episode 9 in this video. That should be obvious, but some people are special. So there was a Disney shareholder meeting, and during that they shared some footage, a short 1-minute video showing episode 9 clips, and also some behind-the-scenes stuff. And while we don't actually have that video, we do have people that were at that shareholder meeting and shared what they saw. So I'm going to talk about what those people saw on the video that was at the shareholders meeting. And sadly, they didn't give us a title. Boo. It was noted that there was no mention of the Last Jedi backlash by people that saw the footage. Not sure why they would bring up something that wasn't brought up, but I think many people were curious to see or hear if Disney had any opinions on it. Because during another Disney investor meeting, they hyped the hell out of how much money they made from The Last Jedi without touching on any of the backlash either. I think maybe Disney is just trying to sweep it under the rug at this point and move forward. Anyways, now let's talk about the actual footage. First, it wouldn't be Star Wars without ships and explosions. We're told that there will be a starship hangar sequence with an enormous explosion and stormtroopers flying all over the place. Obviously hyping up that the Resistance is fighting back, a huge difference from the pathetic Resistance we saw at the end of episode 8. The video also showed a rebel blockade runner in a hangar in a jungle. There were previous leaks of a jungle setting in episode 9, so this isn't surprising. Though it is nice that some of these leaks we had months earlier are now being confirmed. Next, and I think what many of us were worried about, would Kylo be bald this episode? I mean, not really everyone. I was worried because, well, I don't think it's a good look for him, and that mock-up art from a possible Kylo look was just bad. According to those that saw the footage, Kylo's hair is the same in episode 9 as it has been in the other 2 films. So I guess from that you can take that despite the year-plus time jump, Kylo gets his hair cut every once in a while. I don't know. Moving on, Kylo was seen in a white room, looking like he's had a really bad day, and there was some kind of device or item that opened up to reveal Vader's helmet. From leaks, not actual footage, we know that Kylo has Vader's helmet on his new ship, so I feel maybe this is kind of confirmation of that. Though the people that reported on the video said it was hard to tell where the white room was exactly. On Rey, she is wearing the white cream outfit that is similar to this photo and the leaked reference photos. She has a blue lightsaber and was seen in a marketplace with a bunch of aliens. As the effects weren't added to the lightsaber yet, it could really be any color. I mean, think back to the prequels. The color of the saber before they added in the special effects wasn't necessarily the color it was going to be in the actual film. You also might be excited or bummed. I don't know where you fall on this, but there is footage of Rey holding Chewbacca's bowcaster with other Resistance members around her. It appeared like she was going to fire it, but viewers weren't sure. I guess not really sure how I feel about this. Lately, Lucasfilm has renamed some items that belong to other characters as Rey's, so I don't know. Let's hope she doesn't get this because Chewbacca has fallen, and more like she's just firing it randomly in a sticky situation. Let the Wookiee live. What I find to be fascinating is that they very much so seem to focus on Poe, Finn, and Rey in the video. I absolutely love the bromance between Finn and Poe. I think that has been one of the strongest relationships in both The Force Awakens and the little we got of them together in The Last Jedi. I will never stop loving these two together. But on Poe, Finn, and Rey, they appear to go on a mission together, and there was multiple shots of them together. At one point, Rey goes, "It's too dangerous. I'm going alone." And Poe responds, "We're going together." There also was a scene where Finn, Rey, Poe, and Chewie were all going into the Falcon cockpit. Rey is in the pilot seat in the Falcon at one point, despite Poe also being in the cockpit and being the better pilot. Or at least he should be the better pilot. If Poe and Rey are both in a cockpit, I would expect Poe to be flying. I guess let's see how this one comes about. Lando was shown in a purple outfit, or at least a purple cape that was similar to the one we saw in The Empire Strikes Back, and we will see Lando on the Falcon having a similar moment like Han and Chewie stepping back on the ship. It's reported he tenderly touches a wall on the Falcon in this video. From other images that have leaked, Lando has a few outfits, so now I'm leaning more towards he has more than a glorified cameo. Still crossing my fingers that Lucasfilm doesn't take him out in this film. Randomly, if you didn't like these guys from The Last Jedi, there was footage of characters riding space horses, but since the CGI wasn't finished, the animal wasn't very visible. Of course, these animals will be different than the Last Jedi ones. However, Naomi Ackie was also on one of the horses, which confirms this was her from the other leaked images. Also, BB-8's new droid friend that was leaked was seen in the footage, so he's actually real, for better or worse. I'm hoping better. I love droids. Most of the time. Interestingly, there were characters that weren't in this video. Rose, Hux, Luke, and Leia. I'm not reading too much into this as it was a very basic video to show shareholders, so we'll see what the actual trailer for episode 9 gives us. Lastly, we got behind the scenes of Daisy doing somersaults high in the air with a lightsaber while on wires. So we're going to get some fancy Force moves this episode, which I'm all for. I have no complaints about that. Okay, so that is the supposed footage from the shareholder meeting. What do you think about it? Are you excited? Or is Star Wars dead to you? Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.